Good morning, All Souls Community Church. Today is Wednesday, April 1st. No April Fool's jokes from me today. There's too much for us to really talk about because today I want to talk about something that's incredibly important and call you to something that is basically God's secret weapon. It's God's secret weapon for times just like this. When King David in the Old Testament, when his son was dying, what did he do? But he fasted and he prayed. When God's people were getting ready to come back from exile and were concerned under the leadership of Ezra, where they were concerned because they knew that they weren't going to be able to protect themselves along the way. Do you know what they did? They fasted and they prayed. When Esther was brought in to be queen and the entire Israelite population was being threatened with slaughter, do you know what they did? They fasted and they prayed. When there was a locust plague in the nation of Israel and the prophet Joel was ministering to them, do you know what he called them to do? They fasted and they prayed. When Jesus was getting ready to start his earthly ministry and he knew what was ahead of him and what he was about to do over a 3-year earthly ministry that would culminate with the cross, do you know what he did? He fasted and he prayed. Are you getting it? Are you following me here? Every time Jesus was about to do something major in his life, he would go away to a desolate place and he would fast and he would pray. He shows us, and in fact, the scriptures show us, God's secret weapon. To be honest, I don't fully understand why fasting and praying works the way that it does. It's not like, again, God's not a vending machine in the sky. It's about relationship. But God gives us this window again and again and again throughout Scripture. He says that if we humble ourselves, fasting is about self-denial, and we don't like that. But he says if we will humble ourselves and seek his face and pray, he will heal our land. Friends, our land needs healing. Our bodies need healing. Our hearts need healing. And so I'm calling us, as I mentioned on Sunday, I'm calling us as a church to 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting today, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you might think, oh my goodness, there's no way I can do that. Okay, then don't. Do some of it. Try with 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, or try one day, one of the 3. But please don't miss this opportunity to enter into God's secret weapon with us, a means by which we draw near to God. We humble ourselves, and God says that he opposes the proud, but he draws near. He gives grace to the humble, so that at just the right time, he can lift us up. Now is the time where we want to seek our God's face that he might lift us up. And so, my friends, All Souls Community Church and beyond, will you join me in fasting and prayer? You've been praying with me for a specific person, Manal, as well as the unnamed people that we've been talking about here at All Souls and around the world. Manal's condition remains the same. She's in critical condition. They had some good news Monday evening, but it seems like she's not pulling out of this right now. Will you fast and pray with me for Manal, for her family? Will you fast and pray for the families and for the sick who are hurting, who need us to intercede on their behalf, that the one who is the healer will draw near and do what only he can do? I look forward to seeing what God does in this season as we join together, as we humble ourselves, and as we enter into God's secret weapon for times just like this, fasting and prayer. Thank you for even considering. I can't wait to see what he does. God bless you today.